Today, we're going to review an evolving threat called Qhishing. That's right, Qhishing with a Q, spelled Quishing, which is a combination of QR codes and phishing. You might be familiar with phishing, where cybercriminals trick you into revealing personal information, usually by pretending to be a trustworthy source. Well, Qhishing is similar, but it involves QR codes. Those are those little convenient squares we scan with our phones that can hide dangerous links. To best understand the QR threat, it helps to understand the purpose of QR codes and how they're created. So I'm going to demo this process so you fully understand exactly what it is you're doing when you scan a QR code. If you're a business owner and you've always wanted a QR code for your own business, then you might find this useful as well. So watch this demo and learn how to create your own QR code, which is basically a URL, a link to a website. For this demo, we're going to use a website, qr.io. And I've never used it before, but you can. It said you can make free QR codes, so we're going to check it out. And when the first thing I did was I clicked on a button to create my own QR code. And now I'm going to put in a website URL. I know the owner of this website, and I know it's safe, it's in development, so I'm going to go ahead and put their URL there. As you can see, it's already created a QR code that's a custom one-of-a-kind QR code for that website. Now it looks like you can customize a lot of different things here, so let's play around with it and see if we can jazz it up a little bit so you can see the different options. If you wanted to create one for your business, for example. So we're going to pick a color that I think closely matches like one of the color themes of the website. And it looks like it's taken a couple seconds. Okay, so now you can see that it is now pink. A little more interesting. And what else can we do here? It looks like you can modify the three boxes. You see the three square boxes there. Okay, you can modify the shape and form and the background. And so, okay, this is pretty ugly here. So we'll play around with a couple different patterns just to make it more interesting. And let's change that background color. Might as well make it kind of wild and see what we get here. Again, it's taken a few more seconds to update. So just to be aware of that when you make this change, the servers are probably cranking away to make that change. While we're waiting, let's go find a logo. Okay, I see the change just got made. And we'll go, I may have to cut and edit here just so I don't show something off of my laptop that I don't want to show. But you can add a logo, or you can add an icon or a logo. And let's see what I can do here. Okay, so I've added a logo in the middle just to customize it, make it even harder for somebody to copy it. So again, if you want to create a QR code for your own business, this looks like a pretty good tool to do that. Now I'm going to play around with the three boxes and let's see what kind of design you can add. Okay, I like that. Not the prettiest QR code, but for a demo purpose, this is fine. So I'm going to hit the download button. Now it's going to ask me to name it, so I'm just going to name it after the website. Click download. It should save it, and now I have a QR code that can be emailed, put on a website, put on a flyer, and you can go check it out. Scan it. It should take you to the URL that I typed in the very beginning, and now you can see how a nefarious person could also use this. Now that you know how QR codes are made, let's review how nefarious people can use them to attack you. The attacker first creates a QR code that, when scanned, directs you to a fraudulent website designed to steal your data. These QR codes can be placed anywhere, in email, on posters, or even disguised as legitimate QR codes in restaurants for the menu that's on the table, for example, in public places, basically anywhere. For example, a sticker of a QR code could be made and placed over the original QR code. One way an attacker can use a fraudulent QR code is to have the QR code send you to a URL that the attacker set up with data collection or malware installed, and then that URL would forward you to the destination URL that you wanted in the first place. You would get to the website you wanted, and therefore you would not even know that anything nefarious had occurred, because when you scan the QR code, it took you to the exact destination that you actually wanted in the first place. You just didn't know there might have been a stopover in the middle where your traffic was forwarded after data was collected. Other attacks include things like receiving an email that looks like it's from your bank, asking you to sign a QR code to verify your account information, or seeing a QR code on a flyer for a popular event, promising free tickets if you scan and register. QR codes used for data collection could also be used for things like SIM swap attacks, so you have to be very careful. These are just a few of the scenarios where you could fall victim to Qhishing. So how can you protect yourself from Qhishing attacks? Here are a few tips. Number one, be skeptical. Always be cautious about scanning QR codes from unknown sources. If something feels off, trust your instincts. Number two, verify the source. Check the legitimacy of the sender. If it's in an email, look at the email address carefully to make sure that it does not look like a spam email or that it's misspelled and it's different than what you'd expect. Number three, use QR code scanning apps. Some apps can check the safety of a QR code before opening the link. Use them to add an extra layer of security. Number four, update your security software. Make sure your phone security software is up to date to detect and block malicious sites. Number five, look closely at physical QR codes. For example, many restaurants use a QR code on your table to access the menu. So check to see if a sticker has been placed over the original. Use a coin or a credit card or even your fingernail and make sure somebody has not created a sticker and placed it over the original. Finally, use a secure mobile service from efani if you reside in the US. efani will protect you from the dreaded SIM swap attacks no matter how your data or personal information was collected. Qhishing is a reminder that cyber threats are constantly evolving. If there's new tech, there's going to be new cyber threats. Staying informed and cautious is your best defense. Remember, when it comes to QR codes, think before you scan, stay safe and secure, and thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful, please like and subscribe for more cybersecurity tips and updates. Until next time, stay vigilant and cyber safe.